Hello and welcome, Essex County College family. This is the Virtual Cafe, powered by Student Life and Activities. Today's episode, number 105, is our Spring 2025 SGA Candidate Forum. We have some interested students willing to take over the mantle from our previous administration. They are running for office right now. We have some of those students, I believe, are running for the office of president. So we're going to get to hear from them, and we're going to ask them some questions about their campaign and what they see as their vision for the future of Essex County College from the Student Government Association perspective. All right, my name is Joe. I'm the coordinator of Student Life. We have Amira Sani from Student Government Association, and she is also going to be helping out. So let's get into meeting our candidates. All right, good afternoon, Cynthia. Let us know which position that you are running for in Student Government Association, and let us know if you have been a member of your Student Government Association in high school or any other type of leadership position.
Of course, I'm running for the office of the presidency for the next academic year. I was not a participant in any student governments until I arrived here at Essex County College. I joined initially as a general member in the fall, and then I filled the vacant slot for the Senator of Grievance for this spring 2025 semester. So that's my experience in student government thus far.
Okay, so you're the current grievance center for SGA, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Tell us a little bit about what you do currently for SGA as the grievance senator.
As the grievance senator, I've put up flyers around to try and get more student feedback, and so whenever I find I had taken the like grievance slips at the different boxes around campus, and then also I've made some direct contact to students to talk to them directly and find out. So at the spring fling, I actually went around personally. I went around talking to the different clubs, finding out what their different concerns are, some different things that they would like to see out of us. So that's sort of my role is to listen to the student feedback and concerns.
Okay, excellent. Now, in your first semester doing that, what was the volume? What would you say the volume of your work was in that role as grievance senator? Did you have work to do every single day? Was it more of on a weekly basis? Is it more of on a situation to situation basis and doesn't happen that often? How would you describe the frequency and the volume of the work that you did this semester?
I would say it was pretty low to be honest. I think that there's probably not enough knowledge among the student body of really what the student government in general is about and what they can do, and who they have contact with, being able to contact the administration, having the power to get things done. So I tried to remedy that. I tried to put one foot forward and tried to do that by putting up flyers around campus that told people that they could like write in slips and complaints, or they could write an email, or they could talk to me. And there wasn't really the follow up that I was expecting. So I'm hoping that as president of the new administration, next semester, I would have more power to put in place events or have the ability to have greater outreach to the student body, to be able to find more to find the complaints and the sort of things that students would like to have solved.
Okay. That was beautiful. Thank you for saying that. Without you repeating that exact thing, because it kind of answers my next question, is in a different sentiment, what is the one thing that you really, really want to get accomplished or feel you can get accomplished as president, not as grievance center? What's the one thing that you really, really want to do or change at Essex if you were elected president of SGA?
If I were elected president of the SGA, I would really want there to be just like a greater presence. That could be through events, that could be through like one-on-one things, then the SGA being part of other events in collaboration with other clubs, having that sort of building those sort of networks with the SGA, with the clubs, that I feel like has sort of isn't as present at the moment. I maybe that's not like I'm not sure if you were asking about like a specific um event or like a specific like I would like to have this like big grand gala or whatever.
No, it could be
But
it
I
could
think
it could be anything. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, but that sort of like nebulous idea and finding out how to get to that point, get to that end point, and then finding the different stepping stones on along the way to that is sort of the main thing that I would like to have accomplished during the next academic year. That I think that I would be in a better position to do as the president than I have been able to do as the grievance senator.
Awesome. All right. Cynthia, thank you. Amira Sani, current member of Student Government Association e-board. Do you have some questions that you may want to ask Cynthia about the upcoming campaign for president?
Actually, because I know Cynthia and I've worked with her a lot, I really don't have that many questions to ask her because I do support her in her attempt to become president. She has shown a lot of like growth, a lot of like discipline, and a lot of ambition towards the SGA. And I don't really think there's any question I want to ask her. So I fully support her and everything that she wants to. Yeah.
Thank you
Oh,
very much.
all right. That was easy enough. Jeez. Then I got to come up with one more messed up question. Cynthia, do you feel as though you have what it takes to be the 24/7 voice of the student body at Essex County College and to speak for those who may not be able to speak for themselves? That's
I
it.
believe that absolutely.
Excellent. That's all I want to know. All right. Cynthia, thank you. We are moving on. All right, folks, you just heard from Cynthia Fancher. She is running for the office of President of Student Government Association. Up next, we have Miss Valerie Ramirez. I'm going to ask her a couple questions, and then Miss Amirasani from SGA will have a couple questions for you. So, hey, Valerie, nice to meet you. You're running for pres. You're running for president of Student Government Association. That's awesome. Congratulations. Tell us a little
Thank
bit
you.
about you. Where are you from? Were you in student government in high school? Were you ever in any type of leadership position? Give us a little bit about Valerie because we don't know much about you.
I didn't participate in any form of SGA or student council in high school. I am a part of SGA in college, and I also have been the secretary for the ECC volleyball team, and now I am the treasurer.
Okay, that's awesome. That sounds like a lot. And this is during your first semester at Essex?
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. That's a lot to tackle on. So we're definitely proud of you that you've taken out a big bite of the first semester. That's great. All right. You're definitely someone who should be a part of SGA. That's awesome. Okay. If you were elected president, what's something that you see a lack of on campus or a deficit of on campus or something that doesn't serve all students? What would be something that you would want to implement or change or something new that you would like to bring to the table at Essex as president of SGA? What would be that one thing that you really want here now, but we don't have it? What is it?
I would like to aid in the underrepresented groups or for the groups that don't have the means to purchase lunches here and to purchase parking here because there are those who are not financially able, and those are the people that we need to help the most urgently. And furthermore, if we do, then it will be a standout to all the students that yes, SGA is here and that we are helping in any way that we can, starting from that point and then expanding on it.
Very, very well said. I absolutely love your energy. Just want to tell you that. Um, Amazing. Okay, Miss Sani, do you have some questions?
Yeah, hi Valerie. I just wanted to ask, like, how do you think you'll be able to implement those plans with the way the current SGA is looking? Because, like you said, like Mr. Ott said, you have a lot of enthusiasm, and I'd like to see that be brought to the SGA. So, how do you plan on like implementing those like ways? Yeah.
Well, there are several ways to start. We could contact the those responsible for making the food, for those who are in charge of the health department here or the food department here. Further, if that is not successful, FDA would need to be called, or at least a message to them, so that we can address the root of the problem regarding the food, and also just talking to anyone who is responsible for the prices, because the food isn't in good quality. The prices are racked up exponentially. And as for the parking, there those who are responsible for the prices, um, public safety or the services for financial aid, there are several ways to combat this issue. So, from multiple standpoints, we can make solutions. And if those solutions don't work, we innovate new ones.
Wow.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, that's really good. Thank you for the suggestions, and I hope you have a successful race. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Amir.
All right. That was extremely well said. Okay. Students of Essex County College, you're going to have a very, very hard time making your vote this year. I will tell you this. Um, I was the advisor to SGA for 4 years in a row and just handed it off at Dean Bell this past semester. But those of you still with the program know that I'm still attached and help out as much as I possibly can. I'll tell you this, in 5 years, we don't have two candidates like this running against each other. Nope. This is the first time like this. And I wish you both the best of luck because I vote for both of you. It's hard to say now. I don't know how you're feeling, Amira, but you're both great candidates. So really campaign hard, get out there and talk to students, make a flyer, hand it out to people. The voting is going to start in a couple weeks and it's going to last for a couple weeks. During those weeks, you definitely want to get out there, show your face around. Okay. It's really, really important. People like to know that you're accessible. People like to know that if they got something going on, that you're someone they can sit down and talk to. You have the office to do so. So you got to be able to afford people that privacy and you got to be able to afford them that time of your life. Okay, that's the most important part to sit down and listen to them. And when someone feels like they've been listened to, sometimes that is half of the battle of what you're going for there. Okay, so I was gonna say it's gonna be a gnarly election. Yeah, yeah. I hope you both go hard, go really hard. Get around, like I said, get your name out there. Okay, there's a lot of students here. There's a lot of people that live in this in on this campus. So get your name out there. I don't want to say it's a popularity contest, but at a big school, like ours, it could be tough to know everybody. So really get out there and get your name, get your face out there. Let these people know that you're there for them, and that you want to provide some cushioning for them while they're at Essex and help them navigate all the obstacles that come up while you go to college. Okay. So I'm going to go back to each of the candidates one more time, and I'm going to let Cynthia have a final word, and I'm going to let Valerie have a final word. So while I am filibustering for you right now, start thinking about what you want to say. This is your chance to give your 1 minute little spiel to Essex. I know you've said a bunch of stuff already, but considering this is the only video content we're going to be giving the body, take a moment, think about what you're going to say. I'm going to come to you. You come on screen. Just, if you want to give us some raw emotion or if you want to improv something, feel free. If you have stuff that you've written down, feel free to read it. But just let everyone know. You already told us about you, but just give us one final thought about why the students of Essex County College should vote for you in this upcoming SGA election. All right, we are going to come to Cynthia right now.
Wait, hold on a minute, Mr. Odd.
Yeah. So,
Like Valerie said that Catherine, who's the poetry club president, also wanted to run. She's
okay,
in the yeah, she's here right now. I don't know
okay.
if she still wants to do it, but like, I just want to point that out.
Catherine, are you running?
Having some second thoughts. I don't think so, though. I took the interest, but I'm not too sure.
Okay. What position did you want to run for?
President.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want to?
Mm, I don't know. I really want to, though.
If you really want to do it, you do it.
Okay.
You gonna do it?
Yeah.
Oh, we just lit it up, folks. All right, get ready for your speech then, Miss Chapman. All right, folks. This just in, we have a third candidate for president of Student Government Association. Miss Catherine Chapman, associated with the Poetry Club, formerly, I believe, and also the Zen Room upstairs in the Dasher Center. I'm going to let Miss Chapman speak to you real quick. Not real quick, but Catherine, you are running for president of Student Government Association. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from. Did you run for Student Government Association in high school, and were you in any position of leadership prior to this? Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Catherine Chapman. I was formerly the vice president of Poetry Club. I have quite a few leadership titles that I've done since a very young age. I was student council president for my elementary school, raised a lot of fundraising, did a lot of fundraising events and stuff like that. In high school, I was social director for Key Club, in addition to being safety captain for my robotics team.
Okay, you've done more than me, and I'm 40. That's wonderful. Excellent job, Catherine. Okay. Um, Geez. All right, Catherine. You're running for president. What's the one thing that you want to see changed on campus? What's the one thing that or if it's not like a complaint, like what's the one thing that you feel you can bring to our campus? What's the one thing that nobody here has seen before that you want to bring to the campus or change or bring about or regulate? What's the one thing?
I want to regulate student feedback, getting more feedback from students, from basically hearing their opinions of what they would like to see from SGA, in addition to addressing the prices for the food. Um, they are kind of ridiculous, but the vending machine prices are also very ridiculous as well. Um, I honestly think that food on campus could be more affordable. Even though I know times are very hard right now, especially with inflation and egg prices going up already. Um, so it's really hard for a lot of students, especially those work study, low income, etc. Hard for everyone. So I really do feel like if I were SGA president, I would definitely make the push for more student feedback. I would definitely advocate more for students. I'm all about advocacy, and more interaction with clubs on campus. Um, Given that I was formerly the vice president of Poetry Club, I did a lot of interactions with various clubs, and I want to continue to do that, interact with all the um, presidents of the clubs on campus, interact with all the members of the clubs on campus. Um, just more club interaction, more student interaction.
Awesome. Thank you, Catherine. Miss Sani, do you have any questions for Catherine?
I was gonna ask with her previous experience as being the poetry vice captain, like how she was gonna like put that into the SGA, but she already answered that, so there's no question for me.
All right, easy enough. Okay, folks, I spoke too soon. We now have three supremely qualified candidates. Like even Cinnamon the dog she's stupefied. So I'm not sure what to do. I feel real bad for all the students at Essex. You have three awesome candidates to pick from. I'm going to bring them all on screen with me right now, and they're all going to give you their separate reasons why you should vote for them. I want you to be able to see all their faces, get some recognition. These are people that care about you and want to help you succeed and help you glide a little bit smoother through Essex County College. So let's get them all on screen. Essex, these are your three candidates for president of Student Government Association. Okay, unprecedented at Essex as far as me and Miss Johnson and Mr. Graham and everybody that's been here for a minute is concerned because we haven't had this many candidates for president in a long time. Really, really awesome. Love the competition. And you all are nice people, so it's not like you got going to be like stabbing each other in the back or anything. So have a nice, fun, clean campaign. You got a couple weeks to go. All right. We're going to hear from Cynthia first, then we're going to hear from Valerie, and then we're going to hear from Catherine in the order that we started from. The prompt is simple. Tell the students of Essex why they should vote for you for president of Student Government Association. Go for it, Cynthia.
All right. I guess I'd like to say as part of my that right now our school exists in a wider space where students and especially international students, people who make up a lot of the culture and fabric of Essex are under attack on a national level. And part of what I really want to have achieved as part of the network of the student government is to have an avenue for a very safe avenue for those people and people who may feel under attack for any sort of reasons. Any current political, uh, educational, political climate of America at the moment, to have a safe area where they feel like they can have their voices heard, and through our megaphone and through our position that we have, where we can directly connect not only to the students but to the administration and potentially beyond. So if I am president, then that will be my primary goal, is to make sure that all those voices can be taken in and projected as far as possible.
Very well said. Thank you, Cynthia. That's Cynthia Fancher, running for president of Student Government Association. Up next, we have Miss Valerie Ramirez, also running for president of Student Government Association. Valerie, the question is, why should the students of Essex vote for you as the president of Student Government Association?
Because I will do everything I can to have their voices heard. I have comprised a list of issues and I am currently comprising solutions. And not only that, I will make it an effort to address all of them when I am president, or at least most of them, because these are the students' lives. These are 2 years, two very important years that they are in. So, to cultivate an environment where they can thrive is our greatest priority right now. And I am but a humble advocate that will guide them. I am an employee that will listen to them and work with them. And I hope that by working together, SGA can be a more direct environment for the students' needs and for whatever kind of wants or any ideas that they have, because their ideas are important and the foundation to make SGA thrive.
Nice. Really nice. Thank you, Valerie. All right. Catherine Chapman, also running for the office of president of your Student Government Association. Catherine, why should the students of Essex vote for you for president?
I believe that students should of Essex should vote for me as president because even at a young age, I was always advocating for students. Um, when I was younger, there was a summer camp that was grant funded, talent search, and I was upset when it was gone. And I went all the way up to the president at the time to advocate for that grant funded program. Um, Student advocacy is something that is a huge part of my leadership, in addition to taking initiative and taking action. And with that being said, I believe that if I am to be SGA president, I will continue with advocating for students, all students, in being their voice for those that are unspoken or can't speak for themselves. I will listen to all of their opinions, their ideas, their suggestions. I will do polls and surveys, either weekly or bi-weekly, just to check in with students every now and then, to get their feedback. And overall, I will interact with more of the clubs on campus to get their feedback as well with what they want from SGA.
Again, three very well spoken people. Thank you, Catherine. Okay, students and family of Essex, that is Valerie, Cynthia, and Catherine all running for the office of president in your student government association. The election is coming up. You're going to get emails notifying you of how to vote, which will also be in your email. There'll be no physical voting. It'll all be digital. So just keep your eyes open for the messages. Keep checking your student email every day. This is very, very important. This is your chance to vote for someone that you feel appropriate to represent you. You've just heard from all the candidates running for the most important office in the Student Government Association. That being said, if you are watching this and want to be a member of Student Government Association, there are many, many more positions available: vice president, secretary, treasurer, parliamentarian, and there's a whole mess of senator positions available, everything from grievances, social relations, community relations, or social media rather. There's many, many different positions available. And of course, for those of you that don't have a lot of time to spend, you can just be a general member of Essex. There are many, many tasks and campaigns that SGA conducts all semester long, all year long, that they could really, really use help with, not help just from people like us who work for you, but your peers, people that also care about your fellow students. Okay. So if you're watching this and want to join SGA, you can reach out to them at sga@essex.edu. If you want to run for office, I would very quickly also reach out to sga@essex.edu, and they will be able to get you the application you need to run. Watch this video as many times as you can. Share this video with a friend. Let them see the voices, let them see the faces and hear the voices of the people that want to represent them. Let's have a nice, clean, fair election. I hope that you all sincerely take this with as much pride and as much conviction as possible. There's a lot of things that are asked of the SGA. You know that going in. People like Cynthia and Miss Sani can really tell you that it is not just something to put on a resume. This is, you're doing work and you're doing it on behalf of the student body. So I'm not going to keep rambling. I just wanted to assure you that this is a super important and unbelievable job to not be taken lightly. All right, so I wish the best of luck to our three candidates. I want to thank everybody for showing up today. We hope that you and your families are staying well and safe at home. Save your money. These prices are getting out of control out there. Watch yourselves, and we will catch you next time. Take care. Thank you, everybody. Oh, you're awake now? The baby, come here.